Hi, I'm Deepak and you're watching Tube 11. Stay connected. We keep making hundreds of decisions each day. Some personal, some professional, financial, and many more. And how many of these end right? Any guesses? Hardly a few. And do you know the reason why? So now that brings us to our topic on decision making. Let's get started. Well, it's decision making today. We just learned that most of our decisions go wrong, and the reason is we keep focusing on the symptoms and forget the actual problem. We have no focus on our problem because we misunderstand the symptoms to be the problem, and that's where the process of decision making takes a wrong turn. So now let me tell you a story. Okay, imagine this office which is on 5th floor of the building. It's an old building and the office is on the 5th floor. Yes, there are about 150 people working in this particular organization. Yes, and everyone takes the lift to go to their office. So now there is one slight issue with this lift. Okay, it's a very old building, so the lift is also quite old. The elevator is also quite old. Okay, so people, the moment they get into the elevator, yes, and they click on floor number 5, the lift starts moving, the elevator starts moving. Now, the problem is it moves really slow. And as it goes up, it makes this weird noise. It goes on keek, 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 keek. So this irritates the employees and they keep complaining about it to the HR each day. The HR finally goes and talks to the management. Now, the people in the management say that they don't own the building, so they can't do any kind of maintenance there. Of course, they are ready to spend some money on trying to maintain the lift, but the problem still continues after a week. They are clueless. They don't know what the actual solution is. So, the director calls for a meeting. He has all the top level management there, all the senior management there, including some of their consultants. And one of their consultant is a psychologist. Yes. So she starts analyzing the problem. So as the discussion proceeds, people say, yes, the lift is quite slow, and then people get distracted and it makes a weird noise, so that irritates them. So what is the solution to it? The psychologist thinks about it deeply and she says, see, the lift moving slow isn't a problem. The noise that comes out of the lift isn't a problem. So now the directors are getting irritated. They're saying, this is the problem. And how are you failing to admit it? This is the problem. Then again the psychologist clarifies, says, look, people are getting irritated because of the elevator moving slow. People are getting irritated because of the noise that it makes. So it is something that is happening with the people, with their emotions, and that is where the actual problem lies. The noise or the elevator moving slow is just a symptom. Well, now she's ready with a solution. She tells the management to just fix mirrors inside the elevator. Hearing to this solution, the management again questions her, how is this going to solve the problem? Then here she goes. She says, moment people enter the lift and they see the mirrors, they would start admiring themselves. They would set their hair right, they would set their clothes right and start admiring themselves again and again. And by doing this, they would shift their focus from the elevator to themselves, and this is going to distract them. Hearing to this, the management felt that this idea could work and they just wanted to try it. They kind of went and installed the mirrors and it actually worked. Yes, people got distracted successfully. In a normal course, if such kind of a problem would arise in our environment, we would go target the symptoms of fixing the elevator, setting it right. Yes, again after a few days, the problem would come back to life. And again we go do the repair work. And this process keeps continuing. And this is because we keep focusing on the symptoms and not the actual problem. Wherein the psychologist focused on the problem, and that's why she was able to defeat it with her solution. So decision making is a process of choosing one best option out of the multiple options that we have. Yes, and do not forget to minimize the risk. Minimizing risk will be the top priority throughout the process, and that is decision making. Okay, so now let me quickly give you some steps of decision making. First step, identify the problem. Define the problem clearly. Yes, don't get cheated by the symptoms. Try and identify, dig deep to understand the actual problem. Once the problem is identified, now is where we will start collecting more data to analyze the problem. Okay, so keep collecting more and more data so that you are able to make better decisions. Of course, do not miss out on the context of the problem, the environment in which the problem lies. Yes, so this is going to help you come out with a better solution. Yeah, so we've identified the problem, then we've started doing our analysis, then we're trying to understand the context. What next? Do not forget to analyze or evaluate the consequences of solutions that you have come up with. Yes, have more options, have more choices, create more choices so that you choose the best one out of it. And then you're ready to make a decision. And forget not, only by making a decision, it doesn't become a decision. Only by making a choice, it doesn't become a decision, because you got to act on it. Yes, only when you take actions, your thoughts become a decision. On that note, I think you had a great time watching us talk. Yeah, so please do like, share and subscribe to Tube 11 and stay connected. Thank you.